All right, class. Hello and welcome to your mock e-learning day. Today you are going to be doing another observational drawing, but today's focus is on value. I have already done the initial sketch of my object, which just happens to be this bottle of whiteout fluid that I happen to have in my desk. And the next step I'm going to do is to show value. So I'm going to hold it so you guys can see what I'm going to be doing. And I'm aiming for the lights and the darks. So you can see right here on this bottle, this is the dark side, this part's kind of medium, and this part is where the light is hitting. You can see there's kind of like a really dark shadow here. This side of the bottle is darker, and it kind of fades to being light on the other side. So here is how I'm going to start with that. On the dark side, I am going to use my pencil and I'm going to shade. If you have your ultra fine tip Sharpie, you can hatch or crosshatch or stipple if you are feeling so inclined to do so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go kind of quickly because I don't want this video to take too long. I just want you to get the general idea of what I am doing. And I'm going to fill in the darkest side here first, just like that. And then I'm going to do the medium-y side, and you can kind of see there's some other shadows and lights and darks and stuff in here. We've got this side right here is a little bit lighter than this side over here, so I'm going to sort of try to get a little bit of that in there as well. And so this side here is where my darker side is going to be. And since I am observing, that means I'm looking. But overall, this side here is going to be more medium-y toned. And I'm actually not going to fill in the entire thing. I'm going to leave it kind of like that so that I can use my pinky and blend the tones. Now, your observational drawing is going to take up a majority of one of your sketchbook pages, let's say. If you happen to have a Q-tip on you, you can use a Q-tip to blend your tones. But I'm assuming you probably do not, so I'm using my finger today. And if you have blended too much of a tone off, you can add a second layer of pencil to put another tone back on. Here we go. That's pretty good. All right, there's my second tone, and my third tone is pretty light, so I'm actually going to leave this part alone right now, and then I'm going to aim for the next part here, which is this very deep shadow underneath the bottle label, and it kind of comes like this. I think I have that backwards. Pardon, I'm trying to do this upside down. Alrighty, so it's like that. And then this whole side. Yeah, that's better. It's really shadowed right over here. Like so. And then that's where this kind of comes down along the side of my bottle. And I haven't drawn all the words. I probably will go back and do all that in a bit. But for right now, I am just going to go for the main tones. So the focus is value, which is the black and whites, the lightnesses and darknesses. And to get it to fade, what I'm really doing is just pressing lighter as I go across. And since my pencil is still writing kind of dark, I'm going to just leave more white space. And then I'm going to start to blend the tones with my finger again. Like that. And again, since I've picked up a lot of the pencil, When I did that, I'm going to go back and add a second layer. All the way across. If I think it's too messy, I can neaten it up. I can give it a little bit of a crisper outline. And at this point, I could go back and start to add in some of the bits of detail, like that little logo that says BIC. Which is kind of distorted on this side because of the curve of the bottle. But that's pretty much the gist of your observational drawings, guys. That's pretty much what I'm looking for. I would like you to focus on the value and the tones. And once you finish the initial drawing that you were doing, I would like you to please not forget about your background. So at this point, what I would do is I would look and see what is surrounding my bottle. Since I am holding it, I would probably include my hand and my arm, and I would include the shadow that it's casting on the paper down here. So I wouldn't just have my bottle floating in the middle of the page like this. I would fill up the rest of the page around it. Okay? Fill up the page and make sure you're getting as much tones in as possible. Good luck.